The top king of the gas car era. Bugatti has been sold. In late April, Porsche confirmed that all of its Bugatti shares will be sold to Hof Capital in NY and a global investor consortium. Prior to this, Bugatti was wholly owned by VW. In 2021, VW used Porsche to restructure Bugatti. They brought in Rimac from Croatia, with Porsche holding 45% and Rimac holding 55%, forming Bugatti Rimac. This time, Porsche is selling its entire stake in Bugatti Rimac. The deal closes by late 2026. Once completed, Bugatti will fully leave VW and enter its Croatian era as a gas-powered masterpiece. Bugatti, whether in reality or in racing games, has always been top tier. How did such a king end up being dumped by VW? I'm Salih Anhua. Let's dive in. What does this sale mean? Simply put, it means Bugatti went from a tech icon to a massive financial burden. As the peak of gas cars, Bugatti was always VW's spare no expense showpiece. After VW bought it in 1998, VW's boss at the time, Ferdinand Piëch, set a goal. He wanted to make Bugatti the peak of performance and luxury. In 2005, the Bugatti officially launched. The first Veyron featured a shocking 8.0 liters quad-turbo W16. It had 1,001 horsepower, a top speed of 253 miles per hour, and did 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds. For those new to car culture, this might not seem very impressive. You might not feel much. Just add some motors, right? But that was 20 years ago, long before EVs existed. At that time, the Ferrari Enzo had 660 horsepower, top speed 220 miles per hour, 0 to 60 in 3.3 seconds. The Pagani Zonda F had 650 horsepower, top speed 214 miles per hour, 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds. The Murcielago LP640 had 640 horsepower, top speed 211 miles per hour, 0 to 60 in 3.4 seconds. So when the Veyron debuted, it was on another level entirely. It fulfilled Piëch's dream of building the ultimate car. But this came at a massive cost. In the beginning, the 8.0 liters W16 produced so much power, cooling its insane heat was tough. With over 1,000 horsepower, how could the gearbox not shatter? At 250 miles per hour, no tires could handle it back then. Almost every crucial component had to be custom-made. In modern manufacturing, no scale means no cost reduction. Losses were inevitable. But VW was flush with cash then, with Bugatti as the benchmark, plus Lamborghini, Porsche, and Bentley in its roster. VW's tech image was unmatched. This indirectly boosted all brand sales. So for the VW group, Bugatti alone might lose money. But from a group perspective, it was highly profitable. Yet, in just 20 years, the industry shifted to EVs. Horsepower became cheap. Power that used to cost millions is now in 30,000 cars. Bugatti's reckless gas R&D no longer fits today's trends. VW is in it for business, not charity. When Bugatti stops bringing positive returns, being dropped is expected. Speaking of this, Lily needs your help. Our books are slow moving and business isn't great. We always use beautiful art and a humorous style to explain classics and make science fun. You can learn while laughing and find joy. Great for reading or gifting kids. It's a fantastic choice. Click the cart below to buy. Thank you for your support. Back to Bugatti. That brings us to 2021. VW Group roped in Croatian hypercar maker Rimac. They let Rimac and Porsche form a joint venture. This meant VW no longer funded Bugatti's R&D. Porsche is now selling all shares, meaning Bugatti changes hands. That leads to this April. So who exactly is Rimac? If giant VW dropped Bugatti, why did Rimac take this hot potato? In 2009, Rimac was founded in Croatia. Unlike Ferrari or Lamborghini's gas guzzlers, Rimac's goal from the start was to build electric hypercars. Unveiled in 2011, the Concept 1 was their very first car. It hit 0 to 60 in 2.6 seconds. 220 miles per hour top speed. It was top tier for EV hypercars then. Rimac doesn't just build cars, they're an EV tech supplier. Their business includes batteries, drivetrains, platforms, and thermal management tech. Long-term partners include Porsche, BMW, Kia, Hyundai, and Aston Martin. So when VW brought Rimac into the GV with Porsche, they were eyeing Rimac's strength in the EV sector. They wanted to electrify Bugatti, but perhaps due to too many partners, causing endless bickering and delays, Bugatti didn't see An impressive transition during this until this recent acquisition, where Rimac, using consortium funds, finally took control of Bugatti. Maybe Rimac wants to use the Bugatti shell to fulfill its EV hypercar dream. We'll see a pure EV Bugatti return right before our eyes. Time may be running out for them. Because whether gas hypercars or EV are often a massive money pit, high R&D costs, tiny markets, and economy impacts. Any slight disruption leads to bankruptcy. Take Lamborghini, for example. It went bust during the 70s oil crisis. It was sold multiple times, passing through Swiss investors, the Chrysler Group, and Indonesian backers. VW finally bought it, giving it much-needed stability. Then there's Aston Martin. As 007's signature ride, it seems endlessly glamorous, but actually went bust many times. It changed hands 12 times. Aston Martin's entire history is an endless cycle of bankruptcies. Bugatti is also no stranger to going under. Founded in 1909, by 1963, it was bought by an aviation company, facing its first death after sleeping for over 20 years. An Italian entrepreneur. They built the classic EB 110. But in 1995, it went bankrupt again. It was acquired and revived by VW in 1998. Are often no different from reviving Bordeaux back in the day. There's really no difference. Original tech and heritage are long gone. They just bought a nameplate. Rimac acquiring Bugatti in the EV is exactly the same. Bugatti's engine and gearbox tech no longer matter much. Rimac will use its own tech to mold Bugatti into Rimac's vision. That monster engine Bugatti is actually already dead. As the king of the gas car era, Bugatti's pivot is just a footnote in the fading ICE era. It's not just VW trying to save itself, it's the end of an era for many fans. The gas car era is truly fading away. Alright, that wraps up this episode. If you found this valuable, please follow, like, and share. I'll share more automotive insights to help you become a car expert.